Hello. We're going to continue what we started with part 1. And we're just going to collect some data at the other end of the piano, and then we're going to do some processing on it. So we're going to run our script here, collect piano notes, mat. And it says the same thing it said before. We're going to go up here and start our collection. Okay, we're recording. Alright, now we're going to synchronize like we did before. I'm going to press a button, press enter, and then wait for a synchronization prompt. Alright, there's our synchronization. Okay, together. This time let's go C7. We're going to be collecting C7 and C7 sharp. Okay, same thing we did before. Press enter and wait for the prompt, and then strike the key. It wasn't a very strong strike, but we'll take it. Alright, see what's been collected? Not yet. Let's go one more. Continue collecting, yes. C7 sharp. That is the one we want. And do the same thing. I'm going to press enter and wait for the prompt. Okay. Those are our two notes. I'm going to stop it up here. Save information, yes. See what's been collected, yes. Okay, we've collected two notes. Continue data collecting or go to next step. Go to next step. Stop Audacity, we did. We're going to export now. Let's call this guy C7 to C7 sharp. All right. Now let's go back up. Take a look at the picture. Okay, now we have our synchronization strike. We have someplace over here. Looks like this is the actual key right here for C7, and here's probably C7 sharp. Let's just see if that's what that is. Yep, that's what it is. Not very impressive. This is a little better over here. Anyway, okay, so we're going to take a look at this guy. This is our synchronization. We're going to see where it's located. All right. 17.12 would be fine, I think. 17.12. All right, save it. Yeah, we're going to save it. And we're going to save it as C7 2. Oops. 2 C7 sharp T. All right. Here's the directory we're going to use as the default directory. We're going to read it in just to check it. And it's called that. 17.12 seconds. That's fine. We're going to read, now we're going to read the WAV file in that we exported from Audacity. Let's see. It'll be this thing .wav. We're going to save it the same directory. All right, we saved C7 and C7 sharp. Let's go see what's there. Okay, here's the stuff we did from part 1. Here's the stuff from part 2. Look at each wave. Yeah, let's do that. 0, and since this is a high frequency one, let's go up to 10,000. All right. There's the wave, and here's the spectrum. Let's see, we've got it showing the fundamental, or the first partial, around 2100. There's also a little something over here around the second partial. We'll do the same thing for the second note. If you had collected a lot of notes in one of these sessions, you wouldn't be doing this because it would just take too much time. All right, here's C7 sharp. This one looks a little bit different. Oh, I put the wrong frequencies in there. Max frequency, that wasn't too smart, was it? All right, so I messed up on that one. Let's take another look at this stuff because we're going to do some processing now. Let's fire up this program, cut off and pad. So we're going to say, are the notes in ASCII format? Yes, they are. Enter the directory where they're located. Here it is. Plot before and after, because we're going to do some lopping off of the wave. Show spectra, yep. And we have two notes. I'm going to look at the last two. C7 is the 76th note, and it's a C, so it's 1, and it is the 7th octave. Okay, so here's the data that I collected, about 7 seconds worth. I lopped off this leading edge, and I padded with zeros after the cutoff point. So here, take a look at that. All right, see here, at about 3.7 seconds, that's the cutoff point. After that, it's just background noise. So I just padded the balance of that out to 6 seconds, which is right here, with 0. So this is the C7 we're going to keep. And I'm going to do that for all the keys. So I have 6 seconds of data for all the keys. The lower keys will not be padded because the strength lasts long enough. All right, let's do the second one here. Well, oh, I don't know how that happened. This is not going to work. Okay, it did work. I didn't deserve it, but it did work. Okay, here's the spectrum of C7, which we saw earlier before we got into part 2. Here's the cumulative line spectrum. It shows that almost, well, 80% of this power is located at that first partial. And then there's this power down here, which we're going to find out later on is hammer knock. Next one is C7 sharp. Same thing happened. I lopped this beginning part off, and here's what's left. Pad it out to 6 seconds with zeros. Intermittent frequency 0. I'm going to put 10,000 in here. All right. So now we see the first partial, the second partial. This one actually shows a third partial, which we didn't see on the other graph for the C7. Okay, now here's the cumulative line spectrum, which again shows that almost 95% is at the first partial. And now that I've stripped this data and padded it, I can save it, which I'll do. And I'm going to save it in this directory so I don't get the data mixed up. And it's saved. So that completes part 2, where we process the data that we collected in the other parts. Thanks for watching and listening.